Good morning, Vancouver. Good morning, Lower Mainland and the rest of Canada. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday. This is Breakfast Television. Frankie, Devo, Dina, myself here with you. We're going four wide. This is as hot button a topic as you are going to get. Do you pee in the ocean or the sea? Or have you seen people pee in the ocean? Spain is looking to put a cap on it with a hefty fine. The city of Vigo wants to end the practice of urinating in the sea by imposing a fine of $1,020. That's 750 euros. Local authorities have passed legislation that bans, quote, physiological evacuation on the beach or in the sea, end quote, but it's not known how exactly this rule will be enforced.
Hey.
Wow.
So a lot of questions here. Is a ban on this the right move? Do you do this generally? Are you against doing this generally? Devo Brown.
Do you pee when you're in the sea or the ocean? Do you eat when you're hungry? Yes. Of course you do. If anybody in this room says they've never peed in the ocean or the sea,
They're lying.
they're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Never in your
You
life.
are
Even when you
No,
were a
he doesn't
child.
like the ocean.
Not even a little tinkle.
Well, even when you were a child.
Hold on.
No.
We know that you hate the ocean, and I
that
know
what?
that you love the pool. Have you peed in a pool?
Never.
Your own pool at home.
Never.
Do you ever pee?
No. I haven't peed in 13 years.
So if you're spending a beach day,
Yes.
you're hanging out, you're having your cervezas, you're having your snacks, whatever, and you gotta pee, but you also need to cool off.
Or you're already in the water. You're in the water.
You're
and
gonna
you-
hike all
And you
the
have
way,
to pee.
right?
You're in the water. You're having a good time. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of happens. But
Well-
is there a danger? That's the real question
Yeah.
from a science
That's it.
perspective. Is there a danger to fish and aquatic life by that happening?
That's what I need to know more about as
That's
well.
the main thing, yeah, because if that's the case, then I'll stop.
Sorry, are we under the impression this is good for the sea urchin?
No,
I'll tell you.
no. I think if you're in the water and nobody can see what you're doing, then that's okay. If you're out of
Yeah,
the
if
water
you're standing
if you're
outside
standing
the sea and you're
then
like,
peeing into
okay.
the sea, that's a different story.
That's different.
Yeah.
And we're saying number one only, right? Because if you're peeing in the sea in space,
Yes.
clearly
I don't know anyone that calls peeing a number two, but okay.
you're
That's
in
called the
trouble.
floater.
You see what I did? You're in trouble. Hey, okay, but let me just say this. To your point, Frankie, the ocean and the sea, they have self-cleaning properties. Seaweed, coral reef, and all that.
Right.
I need to know more as to the reason why.
It's like a self-cleaning
Because
oven?
It
Is that what you're
really
saying?
is. Now, what does mess with the ocean 100% is suntan lotion. It's
100%.
killing off, right? All kinds,
Yes.
unless you use mineral sunscreens with titanium dioxide. It is so bad for the coral
Yeah,
reefs.
fertilizer runoff is another thing.
That's
All the
right.
plastics that happen in there as well.
So I need
There's
to
a
know
lot
why.
of things that do impact the sea.
I don't think
know
your
if
pee is doing that.
Yes.
But fish
don't
pee
think
in
so.
the ocean.
Wait, what are we
But
talking?
they live
What
there.
are we talking about?
live there.
What is happening here?
Fish pee
What
in
is
the
happening
ocean.
here?
What, we're having
I
a
was
real
throwing
discussion.
this
We're
out
talking
there.
about
You guys are
science.
like, what are the minerals and the plastic? Don't do it.
Why?
Why?
It's not your ocean. It's our ocean.
Right.
It's the ocean for the humans and the fish and the humans who deal with fish.
But what about the fish that
It's
are doing it? Dina
disgusting.
brings up a really good
Why
point.
is it
You're in a-
disgusting?
It's because toilets are for that.
It's legit a drop in a bucket at that point.
It's ridiculous. It's especially if you're in another country, you're in someone else's home, man.
If
Don't
there's
go
a-
to the playa
If there
and
hasn't
have a
been-
good
If there
time.
hasn't been rain and there's a lot of evaporation, we're just adding to the ocean levels.
It's really helping out the environment, really.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be the one who's not
You're the
losing it
only
here on the couch.
one-
So we've now come to the conclusion it's good because
Yes.
Frank has brought science into it. Really? Really? At Breakfast TV, do you pee in pools and oceans?
No, pools is separate.
no,
It's different
pools are
stories
different.
right
You
now.
asked me about a pool.
What do we ask if you peed anywhere like
But you
that?
asked me about a pool.
Do not
Yeah,
be
if
in
you
a
peed in your pool.
because
We're
it's
talking
your
about-
own
We can
septic
do
tank.
ocean or lake.
This is,
We can do lake.
in a
Lakes are
large
just
body
filthy
of
by nature
water.
anyway.
Large body of water.
Yes.
Because to be honest with you, when it's a hot, hot day, you're sweating out there and you're like, oh, I gotta pee. I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach. And you go in there and you just like do the float.
You know what's so obvious?
No
At
one can
least you
know.
do the
No one can.
flow.
No one can
It's
see you, and
it's
you're just like,
yeah. The
ooh.
big issue
yeah.
is if you ever.
Devo makes his own human like fountain in the middle of
Yeah.
No, I don't make
like
it that
a
obvious.
Greek
Don't make it that
god or
obvious.
something.
The only
But
bad
everyone's
thing
done it,
is
man.
if you
I've
swim,
never done it.
Yeah, if you
I've
swim
never
through a
done it.
warm spot, then that's the bad thing, right?
Not always. Sometimes it's where the sun shines. Okay.
That poll is going to be 85% or higher saying yes, they have peed in the ocean or sea.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
my prediction.
Talia, I don't know how you
Same.
phrased the question, but we gotta ask this.
Yeah.
And put an
Is it
option.
okay to pee in the sea or ocean?
And follow it up with,
Have
is it
you?
gross?
Have
Ask
you?
numerous questions.
Okay.